Perfect. Okay. Okay, back for another one. Perfect. Minimizing this tab because I don't need it. Game will start in offline mode. Deathless 22, baby. In the age of ancients. So for this attempt, one, my throat's feeling sore, so I'm not really gonna talk unless there's somebody in chat. But so for this attempt, gotta keep in mind the Anor Londo archers are terrible. They are terrible, and they deserve all of the bad things ever. Because of that, I'm probably going to cheese them if I can. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish this yet. Might see if I can bait them to fall off the edge in a way that doesn't also risk my life. Maybe with a bow or something. I prefer the longsword moveset, with the heavy being a stab. I find that with the tight quarters in this game, you need a stab a lot more than you'd think. Hello, friend.
Oh, regrettably,
Thank you for the souls, kind sir. Oh, did not expect him to do a 360 like that. Am I actually getting beat up by the Asylum Demon? I swear I'm rolling. I don't think I've ever gotten this beat up by the Asylum Demon since I tried to kill him without noticing that there was that pathway was there. That one right there. Without noticing that pathway was there and trying to kill him with the broken straight sword. That was embarrassing. That bodes very well for the run. I won't be streaming for long today. Just like an hour and a half, if that.
Very well. Now, my companion, an undead but I'm afraid. Come again.
I'm not gonna turn myself human until I reach 11 humanity, just because there's no reason. I almost just did it out of habit. Like, as I was saying I'm not gonna do it, I almost did it. It's a little funny. My hand has been hurting recently, so I've changed the way I grip my controller. Although now I can't sprint and move the camera at the same time, so it's gonna be one or the other. I thought he died, hence why I went to go pick up that item. That's the thing about these skeletons, when they fall apart, it can be sometimes hard to see if they die or if they're just faking. So something that I didn't find out until recently is that the skeletons, they're either vulnerable to bludgeoning damage or they're resistant to slashing. But I think I don't think that's the terminology it uses. Regardless, swords deal less damage to them than shit like the mace. Oh, an inquisitive one. Oh. Also, for anyone wondering, the reason I chose the knight class is because of the poise. It's the only class that I won't get flinched by like a single hit from these hollows. Hey look, it's the longsword. The better version of the broadsword. Excuse me. I was talking earlier how the broadsword would be better with a slash heavy. That's exactly what the longsword has. And it's longer. And deals 2 less damage. I think it does a whopping 5 less damage by the time you upgrade them both to max. And 15 by the time you have maxed out strength and dex. Absurd, isn't it?
Things are getting tricky. Here, I'm not weak. Here, I'm not. We talk. Hey, what? Gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy rat. Yulia, you join me. It's...
Okay, I'm a little sorry. I actually do quite like him. But it saves on the amount of time I have to farm for another humanity, so... Sucks to be you, guy. And there's the 10. Simple as. Longsword is my favorite weapon in the game, by the way. Hands down, I love this thing. Favorite moveset, favorite everything. Not the best for this challenge, though, sadly. Really? What? What was that? How did... I can't seem to replicate that. I don't know what that was. I know that's what happens when you take too much poise damage on a ladder, but I wasn't taking damage. I will be changing my grip to sprint while using the thing here, the camera joystick, because it's necessary for this strategy. Well, not necessary. I mean, I could get around here without using the camera, but I don't want to if I don't gotta. Oh, so he's like Gwyn. You can bait him into like an infinite attack with heals. Fuck. I always, without fail, forget the blue tear stone ring. Not that I've ever had it be helpful, but like, it could spell the difference between life and death, and that's exactly the kind of thing I need. Oh, I'm low health and an ad hits me. Without the blue tear stone ring, that could be death. Dude, camera. There we go. I'm still getting used to not having the camera while sprinting. I probably won't be sprinting nearly as often thanks to that, thanks to that. Thank you for your sacrifice, lizard. I didn't know that I wasn't two-handing. I thought I was. Glad I was not punished for that mistake. Bum, 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 bum. Husband.
Well, not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even looking.
Oh, the way I can is please. There's like two types of if I
You can be, and you will be. So that's how much damage it does if the dragon successfully gets counter damage on you. Good to know it doesn't one-shot me. Bad to know that I'm stupid enough to attempt it. Thank you for dropping this item you aren't holding. Being up on that ledge was not intentional, and my heart dropped when I noticed that I was. Luckily nothing came of it, but that very well could have not been the case. If I don't get the Black Knight sword, I might just restart since I invested all my stats into being able to wield it. Going forward, I won't invest stats until I have the sword. That was a mistake on my part. Hurry up, bird. I am egg. Actually, I might see how far I get with the great sword, because I'll be able to two-hand it. So I might just go no shield, great sword, and well, I'll have a shield, but it'll be the grass crest on my back. Well, I'm still a zombie. So counter damage, heavy attack, I need to do to one-shot these guys. That's a little heartbreaking. I've always wanted to hit him with that boulder. I mean, it dealt like no damage to him, but it was fun. Goodbye, Oscar. Okay, you cannot get counter damage for ranged attacks. I didn't think you could, but wanted to make sure. Why did he have so much stamina? Really? We're on the 5 Estus already. I am playing terribly today. I think this is a sign I switched to the Zwei. Obviously I can't one-hand it, so I'll two-hand it. Yeah. Oh, how's it going? So, as you see, I died. I forgot I was fat rolling, but I was probably gonna restart anyway because I misaligned my stats. And early game stats are super important. Welcome, Turtle Studio. I wasn't sure if you'd show up. I don't exactly have a schedule, so it's kind of up in air whether my schedule aligns with yours. New game. Well, you're gonna see me start a new game. Deathless 23. Nah, no space today. Between humanities, physique, average, face, commoner, short, dark brown. Okay. In the age of ancients. So I've not been playing very good today. I recently switched how I'm holding the controller. So I was getting like hand cramps from playing for so long. And so I'm relearning how to play the game essentially. Luckily, I was only like, I was 50 minutes into that playthrough, but it didn't feel that long. I don't have, I won't be streaming for much longer. I only have about half an hour or so, but hopefully it's a half hour where I won't die, and hopefully it's a half hour you enjoy. I'm gonna be much, if I get to the Anne Orlando Archers, or whenever the next time I do, I'm gonna be much more careful. I'm probably gonna try and cheese them with maybe a bow from afar or something. Depends on what they let me get away with. But I definitely won't be just running and praying that it works. I've never actually been shot off that ledge by the archers before. I always thought it was just a skill issue on everyone else's part. I was just lucky, as it turns out. So, of course, it's the run where where I can't die, the run where it ends if I die. I can certainly die. That I figure that out. Hello, Oscar.
You.
No, I'm not hollow.
Regrettably. Oh, oh. I would hate.
Goodbye, Oscar. I love you. So anyway, yeah, I can't sprint and move my camera around at the same time anymore. So if you see any clunky movements, that's why. I probably won't be sprinting as much either. Yeah, I've changed how I use both of my hands for the controller, so it's definitely an interesting experience. So the last time I did Asylum Demon, he was beating me up. Like I kept getting clipped by his hitboxes. Well, this guy's beating me up now. Backstab. If I don't get the Black Knight sword, I might actually forego the claymore even, and just use the longsword, because the longsword's my favorite weapon in the game. Yeah, sorry, the longsword is my favorite weapon in the game, and so it might actually be pretty fun to use that, especially since I'm very comfortable with it. It just has much lower damage than the Black Knight sword that I'm used to, so 412. I always forget to two-hand. I two-handed it this time. Run behind him, run behind him, run behind him. Oh, I guess I don't get to be behind him today. One, two, three. Oh my goodness, the fact that I'm alive is a miracle. Just be the dick. I can probably kill him before his next attack. Yeah. Not... I haven't even gone down to Pinwheel. Or, okay, so I went down to Pinwheel once. I got all the way to Gravelord Nito and died. But... No, I think I'm more likely to struggle with Pinwheel than Asylum Demon. Asylum Demon's, like, made to be easy. Pinwheel is easy because he has a super low health bar. But at that point in the game, I'll be hitting my damage drop-off with the Black Knight sword. I'll have just gotten my Chaos Claymore. Oh, wrong way. So that'll be like my lowest damage relatively in the run. So I might not kill him before he spawns his clones. And then it's a bloodbath. Once, like, Pinwheel has very long windups on his attacks, and he has incredibly low health. But if he manages to summon his clones, he deals high damage. And that can absolutely wreck you if you're not careful. It just so happens that most builds at that time will have more than enough damage to, like, 3-shot the guy. Hello, Beatrice. Come on, give me your coin. Thank you. And give me your time.
Very now. Come again.
I don't actually want anything from him right now, but I don't want to go through it later. Yeah, I'm gonna get up to 16 strength here. Probably put a point into vitality. Vitality. I always get vitality and vigor mixed up. That's because I play all the Souls games. I haven't actually played 2 yet, but it's on the list. I have it. I actually got it this Christmas with some money I got from my family. I don't know why I go for the cracked red eye orb. I don't need it. I also don't need the Lloyd talismans in this chest, but I like collecting things. I'm not sorry. These skeletons are always a huge pain in the ass. I would go get the binoculars for an easier bed of chaos skip. So I understand the hate just from a gameplay perspective because it is, you know, gank central. But to be honest, it's and the fact that you have to level ADP for the game to be usable, and a lot of people didn't do that their first playthrough. But generally speaking, I completely agree with you. Again, like I said, I've not played it, but I've watched it played so many times. I meant to go level up, that's why I'm turning around here. I want to be able to use the Zweihander to get rid of the skellies, so that I can get some more poppable souls. Anyway. Yeah, I understand the hate to a certain extent, but it's definitely not, like, a bad game. I feel like a lot of the hate it gets is from people hearing that it's a terrible game, and then just going along with it. Just because I can't believe there are that many people that have really played the game that hate it. Can't actually wield this sword right now, so it's kind of just for show. I've been debating going with the master key, but I'm not too familiar with the paths, the out-of-sequence pathing. So I'm not sure if it would actually be a good strategy to use it, or if it would just lead to many, many more deaths. Like, I feel like by the time I get used to the paths that I would use the master key for, I would have just beaten the game already. I feel like I missed a soul somewhere, because usually I should have 16 strength. Usually I have 16 strength and 1 extra thing. I know I missed some over here, but I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I thought I would have enough for 1 level. So I guess I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna run to that soul, get like between the gravestones, and then bone out. The graves are honestly your best friend in that area. The skeletons have a horrible time pathing through it. There's only 1 more poppable soul over there, so it's not even worth grabbing. I will grab the fire bombs over here, though. See, I'm not doing like a speedrun or anything though, and I'm killing all the bosses regardless. So it doesn't matter how fast I get to Quelaag. I guess it does get an annoying area of Blighttown out of the way quickly, so that if I die, I don't have to go through as much before I have to restart. But honestly, since this isn't like a speed run of any kind, I don't think it really benefits me that much, because I still get to go to all the places. I can't believe you just stabbed me. How dare you? Take a sip. And while the Master Key is good, the Twin Humanities allows me to have a higher chance to get items with the higher item discovery. Not to mention a free heal. And, you know, a huge part of my strategy is getting the Black Knight Sword. Obviously I could farm Humanities, but I'd rather not. I could also go with the Life Ring, the Tiny Beings Ring I think it's called, for that little bit of extra health. But it's only a 5% extra increase, and yeah, it's only a 5% extra increase, the Tiny Beings Ring, in health. And at this point, my health is 659, so 66. 5% of that is like 12.5 HP. That is not worth having a whole ring slot taken up for 12.5 HP. Especially when I get 4 times that from the FAP ring. Hollow Warrior Trenchcoat. Nope. There it is. Excuse me. Use item, not reset order. What does reset order even do? I've genuinely never pressed that button. Get out of here. Down with thee. Down with thee. Hey look! Trash. This is worthless. Less than worthless, my boy. Where's that hollow? Ha! There you are. I'll be coming back for you. But yeah, if you take a look, if you take a look at my item discovery, it's in the far right, 186. I'll use the Humanity. 192. So you get the 10 Humanity, and you're already, at... It's not double the chance to get an item, going from 100 to 200 item discovery, but it's still a significant boost. And 10 Humanity, you're halfway to the... No, you're a third of the way to the cap. No, I was right, halfway to the cap of item discovery. Ooh. He backstepped through the attack. What a lad. If you could drop this, thank you. He did not want to drop his shield. How inconsiderate of you. Again, I don't know why I pick up this wooden shield either. It's not something I'm ever gonna use. I'm a collector. I am the collector. Where were you aiming, sir, when those hit the floor? Clearly it was at me, but I don't think he had any object permanence for the wall in front of him. Get some heals. Gotta make my way to the undead merchant. He does drop a humanity. It might be worth my time to kill him so I can get up. So 10 is the soft cap for humanity, where you stop getting out of discovery. I don't know if I said that. But that is the case. And so there's no reason for me to go beyond 10. Excuse me. Hollow Warrior Helm. Yeah, stand right next to each other, please. Bop. Bop. I appreciate your sacrifice. Well, now. I'm gonna buy the bottomless box and the repair box from him. Then he's going to meet an unfortunate end. Because I need the souls from farming anyway. So he's gonna have to go goodbye. I'm not a huge fan of killing NPCs, simply because it makes the world feel less alive. But it's useful and it saves me time, and I'm not exactly made of time right now. Throwing knives. These guys should all be alive again because I rested at the bonfire, if I recall correctly. Yep. Did he just... Oh, come on, I missed out on 12 souls because he decided to kill himself. If you overkill them by a certain amount, you get extra souls. And for this lot, it's 12. It goes from 60 to 72. And the Zwei is perfect at overkilling. Actually, I wanted to test out how the Hollow Warrior armor looks for another playthrough of mine. Does this match the vibe I'm going for? Well, the Zwei doesn't. Yeah, I think that'll be good. The Fashion Souls that I'm going for in that other playthrough is the Swordmaster from DS3. There's not a lot that fits him very well at all. So you have to get creative. And the Hollow Warrior shirt, while it is made of chainmail instead of like the cloth that he wears, it's the only thing that looks remotely as tattered. I like when they just have the temper tantrum and freak out like that. It's an annoying attack to get caught by, since, you know, once you're caught by it, you're stuck and you're taking hella damage. They're breaking your poise guaranteed, that kind of thing. But it's just funny to watch them have a temper tantrum. It feels very reminiscent of, It makes me feel like they're about to rage quit, which is just the funniest thing in the world, that the game rage quits. May I... Thank you. Hello? My head was too big to fit through the, Oh, he got counter damage.
Still think I've never...
It's gonna hurt you for me to splurge. You're not gonna enjoy this.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
Well, I'm going to hell.
Gone mad, have you?
I have.
I'll teach you, you lousy rat. Yulia! Yulia! Why me?
Because you hold a humanity and the residence key. And the coolest katana in the game. But not that I'm gonna use it. The Uchi katana is what I used on my first playthrough. I accidentally went back to the way I was using the controller where my hand is. So I used to use the claw method where I would have my pointer on the I use a I almost said Spotify. What? A PlayStation controller. So it's the X, square, triangle, and O. So that's where my pointer would be. Thumb on the joystick, and then my middle and ring on the bumpers. It's not. So Yulia's the name of his sword. He has an animation where he like pets something by his side. The sword is supposed to be there, and Yulia's like his best friend or something like that. It doesn't really make much sense, but like Yulia is his sword, because he refers to Yulia when you're talking to him. I forget what the dialogue is exactly. Probably could have found it. He's gone now. Currently I'm just farming up to the 10 humanity. Yeah, Yulia is his sword. Or his wife. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm pretty sure. Actually, maybe it has it in the description. No, it does not. You gonna shoot me? So, Turtle, do you read any, do you read often? I started multiple new books recently. So I don't think it is the female undead merchant. Because the way he talks about Yulia is like weird. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, I have my 10 humanity, by the way. It might be the female undead merchant, though. I know that, like, in anime and stuff, which is what the whole Eastern vibe is modeled around. Nope, don't go into strength, vitality. They name their swords, kind of like how American men name their boats. Oh, he got me. Oh well. Firebomb. Firebomb. Oh, that's tequila. You gonna get me? You gonna get me? Oh, he's gonna get me. He thought. Anyway, do you read often? I started multiple books this week. Mostly fantasy. Actually, entirely fantasy. If you couldn't tell, that's kind of the vibe that I enjoy. Considering the game I'm playing. Ooh. The first guy was mid-jump, and I think my sword went under him. Seriously? I didn't mean to kick. So I learned that going up here actually aggroes the, it aggroes those two, so I can actually get them to come down, and so they don't ambush me with fire bombs. Yeah, audiobooks are perfectly valid. I would, it's not reading, so to speak, but I would definitely include that in, like, the reading type of entertainment. Have any new books recently? I missed. I just got stuck on a dead body. That's so fun. Sippy sippy. More firebombs for me. I think the only thing the firebomb guys can drop is firebombs. Because they drop things often, but I don't think I've ever seen like a broken short sword or the hollow. They don't have the warrior armor; they have the soldier armor. I don't think I've ever seen them drop that. You will rue the day you met me. Oh, I love Good Omens. Such a great book. I've also watched the show. The book was better, but they're not exactly, you know, beat for beat the same story, but I really enjoyed both of them. Lord of the Rings is a classic, absolutely. I actually didn't finish Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit. I couldn't get into the Lord of the Rings. It was just something with Tolkien's writing style. I did watch the movies, though. Although, who hasn't, to be honest? Movies are kind of ubiquitous with the fantasy genre at this point. Oh, well, that wasn't... Then I go behind him, and I get the backstab. Because I can't one-hand this Y, going for the normal riposte will actually deal like 7 damage. So it's just not even worth doing. I need him away from the wall. Okay, fingers crossed for the sword. That's not the sword. Okay. So I'm going to continue onward. I still have 2 more chances to get the sword. I'm not going to invest stats until I do, though. Oh, lag spike. That was... I don't think I've ever had a lag spike in this game. Yeah, supposedly the Black Knights have a 20% chance to drop the sword. And it should be closer to 30 with the 10 humanity. Meaning if I missed. Meaning if I kill 3 of them, I should be almost mathematically guaranteed, but you know that the math in these games doesn't always favor you. I once so I at one point I reset whenever I didn't get it from that first guy because I didn't know about the other 2. And I once reset 31 times before getting it, which is insanely terrible luck. Which is kind of funny in hindsight, but oh my god, it was driving me crazy. So you'll notice when I hit this guy with the, not the plunging attack, but with the follow-up, I hit him twice, and I think it's because I'm hitting his head separately with how big the sword is. Yeah, it's insane. I'm hitting his head separately with how big the sword is, and so it's dealing extra damage. But it's how I stagger him. So, like, I get the plunge. And then this overhead attack. Oh, what? Thank God it staggered him. I think his, like, nutsack staggered me right there or something. I don't know what that was. humanity on the hotbar for the extra heal. Give me just a moment. Okay, I'm going to get the bonfire over here, and then I'm going to sign off for the day. I'll almost certainly be on tomorrow. Probably, let's see, what time? Maybe 6 o'clock GMT. I don't know for certain. Okay, just get through all his dialogue. Take a sip so I don't burn to death. Onwards. I found out that if you are in the middle of kicking the enemy's shield down when that fire hits you, instead of less than 1 chunk of my health bar, it does 3 chunks of my health bar, which is painful. All into vitality. And that's it. Okay, have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I said, I will probably be on 6 o'clock GMT tomorrow. See ya.